Hello and welcome to Hospitality and Customer Experience Trends in 2024. My name is Dawn Gribble and I'm an independent hospitality marketing strategist. Throughout my 20-year career, I've worked with some incredible hotels, restaurants and food service businesses across the UK, Middle East and further afield. Today I'll be serving up a tasting menu of the top hospitality and customer experience trends for 2024. We're going to be taking a look at a marketing snapshot, sustainability innovations, buyer behaviour trends, customer experience expectations, customer loyalty, digital transformation, breakfast trends, restaurant and F&B trends, travel trends, and business travel. For afters, we'll finish up with some key takeaways. So we're kicking things off with some key performance insights. Hotel occupancy levels have increased this year by 10% compared to last year, and global RevPAR has seen an average increase of 17%. Looking ahead, the hotel segment is expected to attract 1.33 billion customers by 2027 and grow annually at a rate of 4.28%. This growth trajectory leads us to a projected market volume of $483 billion by 2027. Online sales continue to play a significant role in revenue generation, with 81% of total revenue expected to come from online sales by 2027. Now, as we all know, consumers are constantly evolving. An advancement in 2024 will focus on making dining more effortless and flexible. So this week, it's all about fitting into busy schedules that are no longer constrained by the 9 to 5. Now, the global market value of the restaurant industry is projected to reach $1.22 trillion by 2026. Now, 84% of diners now look up the menu online before choosing a restaurant, and this really highlights why it's essential to have an up-to-date website and an up-to-date menu, because these significantly influence dining decisions. Now, unfortunately, around 20% of all reservations turn out to be no-shows, and this can be incredibly frustrating for restaurant owners, especially during financially challenging times. However, customers are now getting used to paying a booking fee to secure a reservation, so that's certainly something to look into. Trends to watch out for in 2024 include order ahead capabilities, curbside pickup remains popular, grab and go collection for takeaway, the expansion of digital only drive-through lanes, and dedicated parking for collections. In travel news, global travel revenues are forecast to grow at an impressive rate of 4.42%, resulting in a market volume of $1 trillion by 2027. A significant driver of this revenue growth, again, is online sales, which are projected to generate 74% of the total travel and tourism revenue in 2024. Global ADRs remain positive in the short and medium term. So hospitality leaders continue to focus on sustainability, and I wanted to share some examples of how the industry is innovating. So to reduce food waste, Accor is using artificial intelligence and a dedicated online reporting tool which measures food waste at their properties. So this tool helps the hotels quantify waste and track the sustainability initiatives. 71% of Accor's properties currently use the platform, and it will be available to all Accor hotels with catering options by 2025. Accor's Global Innovation Officer said, "We're working to optimise F&B margins by 6% and save €800 in waste per hotel per month." Over at Shake Shack, they're revamping their ingredients to align with their sustainability goals. And among the chain's notable innovations is the introduction of zero-acre oil. By replacing soybean oil with rain-fed sugarcane oil in several menu items, they're hoping to promote sustainability. Shake Shack aims to reduce their environmental impact and says that zero-acre oil is friendlier and more environmentally friendly. US food trucks are switching to battery systems to avoid noisy diesel generators. By saving on fuels and repairs, the battery system can pay for itself within a year. Batteries offer a cleaner and quieter alternative to noisy diesel generators, and this improves the customer's dining experience and employee productivity. One battery supplier aims to convert 2,000 food trucks within the next 5 years over to the system, and that will reduce CO2 emissions by 500,000 tonnes. In renewable energy news, powered entirely by renewable energy, the Premier in Swindon Town Centre is the first all-electric Premier Inn. The hotel operates without the need to connect to a mains gas supply. It will serve as a blueprint for future new build Premier Inns, which will all be constructed to the specification by 2026. Now, innovative features of the hotel include an energy-efficient air-to-water heat pump, low-energy LED lighting, solar panels, and a building envelope designed to optimise energy use. Across the pond in the US, Populous will be the first US hotel with carbon-positive practices. As buildings contribute 45% of US greenhouse gases, Urban Villages, that's the company behind the hotel, didn't want to just achieve LEED Gold, but went beyond that. The building offsets construction emissions by eliminating the parking garage and they've planted more than 70,000 spruce trees. Waste management is 100% recyclable and compostable, and the energy is 100% renewable. So after that snapshot, we're now going to take a look at some of the buyer behaviour trends. We're going to start off with travel spending. So travel spending is set to increase in 2024, with 90% of travellers intending to spend more than their usual travel expenses. Factors contributing to this expected expenditure increase include planning bucket list trips, travelling to more far-flung and expensive destinations, and generally taking longer trips in the new year. In terms of F&B spending, millennials are now the largest restaurant spending demographic. They account for over 30% of all restaurant sales. And coming up behind them is Gen Z, which is the fastest growing restaurant spending demographic. Now, Gen Z's spending power is expected to increase by 25% in 2024. Now, mobile payments are picking up steam. They're looking to represent 10% of all QSR sales in the States next year. Now, it is important to note that the market size of these digital wallets and mobile payments does vary considerably between regions. So about half of the 2.8 billion mobile wallets in use worldwide are in the Asia-Pacific region. So it'd be worth you doing some additional research to see, what that looks like in your geographical area. So it's been a challenging year for a lot of people, and rising costs and inflation are leading to 2/3 of adults spending less on non-essentials. Now, during challenging economical times, people may spend less on treats and luxuries, nights out, and travel costs. Older generations are more likely to report noticing these increased living costs, with 77% of baby boomers stating this compared to 49% of millennials. But there is some hope for Gen Z in 2024, as 64% of them plan to reduce other areas of spend to prioritise leisure travel. Now, travellers who want luxury holidays want them to meet their wildest dreams, whether that's an exclusive safari in Kenya or an immersive tour through Italian wine-going regions. And whilst some still seek the best luxury shopping destinations worldwide, many luxury travellers now crave cultural connections and in-depth exploration. So personal advisors are increasingly being sought after by deep-pocketed travellers to create hassle-free, uniquely crafted travel experiences. Now, as luxury fashion brands set to capture growth in the experience economy by aligning their brands with high net worth individuals, they're becoming increasingly prominent within the hospitality space. So think Bulgari, Versace, those kind of brands. Okay, so on to some inclusivity and diversity news. So Greece is setting a new standard for accessible beaches worldwide. And now the Greek islands are among Europe's most popular holiday destinations, and they welcome some 33 million tourists each year. Now, over 223 beaches in Greece are being made accessible to people with disabilities and wheelchairs. The country's tourism minister said that all travellers should be able to enjoy the ocean safely and easily. The SeaTrack system is currently installed on shores across Greece, Italy, Cyprus and Latvia, with plans to launch in new markets across Croatia, Spain, the US, Turkey, the UK and the UAE in 2024. So the LGBTQ plus community has introduced a new hotel accreditation system. So the International LGBTQ plus Travel Association has developed a system to make sure that people from the community are welcome into safe and thoughtful environments. Founded in 1983, the IGLTA has built a global network of free travel resources for the LGBTQ plus community, and that includes things from tour operators to destination guides. So they've introduced the Hospitality Accreditation Programme, the more comprehensive approach to inclusivity. Now, in June of 2023, the W Costa Navarino in Greece became the first property to tick off all 8 criteria, which are diversity, equality, inclusivities, policies, community, advocacy, transparency, and sensitivity. As a result, the hotel now has an LGBTQ plus liaison, gender-neutral bathrooms, and unisex amenities. 28 more hotels are in the IGLTA's pipeline, and similar schemes are being created in other countries, such as Canada's Rainbow Registered programme. So on now to customer experience expectations, and we're going to kick off with the digital journey. So 76% of travellers use online travel agencies to research and book hotels. And 80% of global travellers say it's important to be able to book their trip entirely online. 76% said they appreciate apps that reduce the friction and stress of travel. And 60% of restaurant customers use online reviews to choose a restaurant. So your strategy should account for review sites moving into the discovery phase of the buyer journey going into 2024. Now, 50% of all customers have abandoned a booking experience because it's been poor, and that rises to 75% for Gen Z and 60% for millennials. Now, as consumer expectations continue to evolve, so does the need for quality personalised care and customer service, with 76% of consumers noticing and appreciating when companies prioritise customer support. 70% of consumers expect a company to provide personalised responses to their customer service needs, and 76% value how quickly a brand can respond to their needs. 1 in 3 people chat with a business at least once a week, and across industries globally, 1 billion people message in businesses every week. So messaging has become a critical step in the customer journey, and it has an average of 65% as an adoption rate across markets. So this really does need to be included into your comms strategy for 2024. Now, consumers are getting frustrated with hidden fees, and this is true for both hotels and restaurants. Also known as junk fees or surprise fees, these additional charges are added to the advertised price of a product or service. They're often unexpected and can significantly increase overall cost for consumers. And customers do often feel blindsided by junk fees, as they're not disclosed or upfront all the time, or always are they clearly communicated. So in the US, the junk fees bill has just been signed into law, and this defines junk fees as extra charges most often associated with hotel, car rental, and ticket sale companies. And the law, which comes into effect on July 1st, 2024, specifically prohibits drip pricing, which is advertising a price that is less than the actual price that the consumer will have to pay for a good or service. Now, member of the European Parliament, Biljana Borzan, responded to this and said, as far as I know, there is still no legal mechanism at the EU level to regulate this issue, but there is definitely the need for this. When it comes to regulating digital services, the EU is the vanguard in the world, but around the so-called junk fees, the US has taken the initiative. Now, to tackle this issue, the hospitality industry is already taking steps. Hilton is working to ensure the upfront display of mandatory fees on all of its platform, and Marriott International and Airbnb have taken similar actions. Another key trend next year is hyper-personalisation. Now, 50% of consumers are willing to share information for a more personalised experience. This means that they want to see relevant offers and opportunities. Think Amazon, they do that really well. And these customers, they want a high level of service without having to jump through hoops. Now, 46% claim that they'll buy more when given a personalised experience. And the overall impact of deep personalisation is an average 84% increase in engagement. The most desired form of personalisation is for offers and discounts, which are the biggest drivers of data sharing. And these offers are important for collecting first-party data. McDonald's US Chief Marketing and Customer Experience Officer Tariq Hassan recently discussed the brand's transformation by focusing on first-party data in its app. The result? McDonald's has improved its customer relationship management, experiencing 83 consecutive weeks of comparable growth. Now, most consumers say that they can now spot a fake review, and with them increasing across all platforms, 70% of consumers now say authenticity is a growing problem. Now, not surprisingly, being the largest platform, Google reported the greatest percentage of fake reviews at 10.7%. Behind that were Yelp at 7%, TripAdvisor at 5.2%, and Facebook at 4.9%. Amazon, Booking.com, Expedia, Glassdoor, TripAdvisor, and Trustpilot have partnered to launch the Global Coalition for Trusted Reviews. This cross-industry collaboration is committed to protecting access to trustworthy consumer reviews worldwide. Members say that they'll define best practices for hosting online reviews and will share methods of fake review detection. Now, Yelp is ramping up its offensive on businesses that offer incentives in exchange for reviews. So it's published a list of all the establishments that it has flagged in the past for compensated activity. So this refers to exchanging payment in the form of cash, discounts, gift certificates, or other incentives in exchange for writing, changing, or deleting reviews. So taking a look at customer loyalty, 75% of customers make purchasing decisions based on their experience with a brand. And 50% said customer experience is more important to them now than a year ago. 68% of restaurant customers say they are more likely to visit a restaurant if they are part of its loyalty program. Now, looking at the different types of loyalty schemes, we're seeing some changes in how they're positioned. So Marriott Bonvoy membership program is kind of like a traditional loyalty program. So it has a range of benefits for its members. Each tier comes with its own set of benefits like late checkout, room upgrades, dedicated support, lounge access, and there's a lot more as well. And then Marriott uses the data that it collects on customer behaviour to provide a more personalised experience for each guest. Now, Ben & Jerry's has an interesting mission-based program that creates ice cream flavors with themes of social justice. So when you purchase these themed tubs, the company donates profits to charities that support animals, the environment, social programs, and other good causes. Now, this program makes customers feel like their purchase, no matter how big or small, helps others improve their lives. So although it's not a traditional loyalty scheme, it does create a strong emotional connection between consumers and the brand and gives consumers a reason to keep on buying. And then the other one I want to have a look at is the disloyalty program from Pete's, which was launched on National Coffee Day in September of this year. The program allowed customers to earn a free drink by creating a rewards account and uploading a screenshot from a competing loyalty app such as Starbucks or Dunkin'. Now, an interesting development in recent years is the rise of premium loyalty schemes. And interestingly, 56% of consumers plan to join premium loyalty programs within the next 12 months. 77% of consumers will still want to remain a member of a brand's free loyalty program if they consider cancelling their premium loyalty membership. Now, cancellations usually occur when consumers feel they're not getting enough value. So I wanted to share a couple of examples of premium programs with you. So the first one up is P.F. Chang's Platinum Rewards. So for $6.99 a month, that's dollars, customers can earn 20 points for every dollar spent. But they also get priority on reservations, access to a VIP concierge, and free delivery. Now, Panera Bread also have a sort of membership program. That one's called the Unlimited Sip Club, and that's $11.99 a month. That's also dollars. And members get unlimited coffees, self-serve drinks, and free delivery. Now, Panera doesn't reveal membership numbers of the Unlimited Sip Club, but it is estimated to be more than 52 million users. So premium loyalty schemes, definitely something to look into. So having a quick look at what's going on with digital transformation, AI chatbots are on everybody's minds. And Uber Eats has announced its plans to launch a chatbot feature powered by Google's Palm 2 large language model. And that will be in the US, UK, Australia and Canada. Initially, the AI assistant will help users in finding restaurant deals and reordering favourite items. Now, with this conversational AI, Uber hopes to increase user engagement and conversions. So this chatbot will allow customers to make specific requests, such as finding vegetarian Thai dishes or trending Mexican restaurants, and it will provide personalised recommendations based on the customer's preferences and assist in removing the need for manual navigation across menus and stores. So what we're really sort of seeing is the emergence of Search 2.0. And what people are looking for is, they're going to be looking for information in different ways. So that's going to mean that you're going to need to optimize your review descriptions across delivery platforms. Now, having an AI chatbot for your website can certainly help you put the customer first and can also help you collect data on common questions and service patterns. Now, of course, chatbots can only do so much in 2024, but I recommend that you upskill your teams with having conversations for when inquiries are passed to humans, and also your brand guidelines should be updated to include chatbot rules of engagement. I'll be covering more on AI and digital transformation in my 2024 Digital Marketing Trends webinar, which will be coming up in January. And now on to the most important meal of the day, breakfast. So across the globe, there has been an uptick in handheld breakfast foods. No matter the item, it must be easy to eat and mess-free. Grab-and-go breakfasts are gaining popularity, especially between Monday and Friday. People don't seem to be sort of taking the time to sort of sit down and eat anymore. It's whether they're getting into an Uber or getting on the tube, they need to have their breakfast on the go. And shifts are also happening during breakfast hours. There's significant growth between 9 a.m. and noon. And by comparison, early morning visits from 6 to 9 a.m. have actually decreased or stayed flat. The most popular hotel breakfast items for 2024 include muffins, pastries, overnight oats, protein-rich foods, and grab-and-go waffles. So enough waffling on about breakfast. Let's take a look at snacking. Consumers are gradually replacing traditional meals with snacks, which some say is caused by increasing urbanisation and busy lifestyles. And as guests expect more from hotels, snacking offers a new revenue stream opportunity. And for restaurants too, snacks could be sold at the counter as a grab-and-go option. So there's rising demand for low-calorie snack options that offer guilt-free indulgence, and also for snacks that have sustainable packaging. To communicate these messages effectively, snack brands must embrace digital platforms so that they can get these messages across to curious consumers. So health-conscious consumers are seeking low sugar and low sodium content, and other trends are about snacking for mental well-being. In coffee news, Starbucks, Dunkin' and Tim Hortons all experienced traffic growth from 12 until 3, suggesting that the coffee segment's growth may be impacting the afternoon day part. The 18 to 24-year age group held the largest share of the coffee market at 33%, and this demographic often looks for new and unique coffees and makes decisions based on taste and quality. The 25 to 39-year-old age group prefers authenticity and distinctive brewing methods. They also seek unique experiences. Consumers want coffee that tastes great and provides functional benefits, so this trend drives the popularity of coffee infused with adaptogens, nootropics, and other functional ingredients to boost energy, focus, and overall well-being. The most popular coffee products in 2024 are predicted to be cold brew and nitro cold brew, iced coffee, cold foam, flavoured custom orders, and plant-based drinks with non-dairy milk. Now, away from home breakfast is booming on weekdays, but brunch will become the new dinner on weekends. Restaurants that provide a fun and engaging experience will attract guests who want to eat, drink, and socialise. So brunch is becoming more interactive and experiential with live cooking stations, DIY food bars and chef-led demonstrations. And in 2024, expect to see stations where guests can customise their dishes, create their own cocktails or learn culinary techniques. Themed brunches are gaining popularity, adding a touch of excitement and novelty to the brunch experience. So popular themes include holidays, cultural celebrations, or pop culture featuring themed decor. And also, make sure you've got costumes and the menu items to go along with that too. Increasingly, brunch is incorporating wellness trends, offering healthier options and mindful experiences. So we're seeing brunch menus with nutrient-rich dishes, adaptogenic lattes, and yoga or meditation sessions offered before or after brunch. So looking across at the food and beverage trends and restaurants, we'll start off with delivery. So globally, the restaurant delivery market is expected to reach a staggering $138 billion in revenue by 2024. Evolving consumer preferences, rising adoption of convenience-driven lifestyles, and digital advancements are key factors driving the market's growth. And the market is expected to grow at a compound annual growth rate of 6.35% from 2023 to 2027, resulting in a market volume of $177 billion. By 2027, there'll be 1.5 billion users expected to use restaurant delivery services. The Takeaway.com, Just Eat and Delivery Hero have dominated the global market in the past decade, as have global fast food chains like Domino's. And as these companies look to poach customers from each other, what we're now seeing is a market which is in a consolidation phase with a number of mergers and acquisitions happening everywhere. So because this segment has already experienced high adoption rates, it's likely that it will sort of slow down over the next few years as it starts to converge with other channels. So looking at fast casual, the fast casual market is expected to grow by 11.5%, and that's driven by the demand for innovative and customizable food menus. Consumers say they prefer foods that aren't overly processed or contain unknown ingredients. Now, to be relevant with plant-based products today, restaurants must deliver vegan dishes that have exceptional taste, nutrition, and sustainability. Now, millennials in particular are seeking options to personalise their meals. That's based on things like daily calorie intake and a growing awareness of nutrient-dense diets and macros. So the top global fast casual brands are McDonald's, Starbucks, KFC, Chipotle, and Domino's Pizza. So, looking at the trending flavours for 2024, Gen Z's love of authentic global cuisine and street food is driving the demand for new flavours and innovative takes on popular dishes like chicken, burgers, sandwiches, pizzas, smoothies, and salads will be popular. And in fact, 42% want to see elevated street food on restaurant menus. Milk tea, black sesame, and ube are becoming mainstream. So, as with matcha, these flavors are incorporated into a huge range of formats. So, think milk tea filled donuts, ube hot chocolate. You're only going to be limited by your imagination. So, unique and flavorful spicy foods using complex heat, such as spicy sweets and cocktails, are becoming increasingly popular. Expect to see chili everything. And among the innovative cocoa products we expect to see are cacao water, dried cacao, and chocolate-covered cacao nips. Looking at one of the main sort of flavour trends will be reinterpretations and variations of peach. So even though peach is a classic flavour, trend spotters are predicting that it will return to the spotlight this year as it offsets other trending flavours in baked goods and condiments. I personally think that peach would actually work well with the complex heat here. So one of the other patterns that we're starting to notice is early dining. So with hybrid and remote work becoming more popular, late business dinners have become less common as a result of fewer in-office hours. Now, in 2023, there was a significant increase in diners choosing earlier reservation times, with 10% of all diners seated between 2 and 5 p.m. Now, Yelp data shows that the percentage of diners being seated from 4 to 6 p.m. increased by 26%, up to 26% in 2023. Now, this change is mainly affecting fine dining establishments more than casual dining. And this trend, it's of earlier dining. It provides people with more flexibility, especially those that are on sort of flexible schedules. So beverage trends to look out for in the new year. So fat-washed cocktails aren't new, but they are trending, and this innovative technique of fat-washing spirits creates an incredible flavour and texture. So bartenders this year have been pairing lighter spirits like gin and vodka with unique fats like pepperoni and coconut. So we can expect more of that as we head into the new year. The global low and no alcohol market is projected to grow by 34%, with Marriott Hotels already testing simulated spirits in their beverage offerings to cater to this demand. Trending mocktail flavours include pineapple, ginger punch, zero-proof margaritas, mock mojitos, and fruit sangria. Now, the wine spritzer is often associated with older generations, but it is actually gaining traction among young consumers, and that's particularly on platforms like TikTok. So canned wines and spritzers are offering an accessible entry point into the wine category. And because they're made of recyclable materials and they're lighter than bottles, this is making them more environmentally friendly. Okay, and on to one of my favourite trends. So originally from Taiwan, bubble tea is a tea-based drink that has tapioca or fruit jelly bubbles. Now, the market is expected to reach $4.3 billion by 2027. So low-sugar organic varieties are popular amongst health-conscious individuals, while teens and kids prefer the flavour combinations and customisation possibilities. In plant-based news, interest is peaking in plant-based fish alternatives coming to the market in 2024. So this will be offering seafood lovers a sustainable and ethical option, and they'll be able to enjoy 3D printed shrimp, scallops, and salmon. Cell-based meat will be gaining popularity as well, providing a familiar taste experience while addressing environmental and animal wealth concerns. And cultured chicken even features on a Michelin-star menu in the States. Precision fermentation is a food trend to pay attention to. It allows for the creation of dairy-free cheese and other sustainable meat alternatives. So it offers a wide range of plant-based options for conscious consumers. Now, some of the main vegan trends this year will include minimalistic vegan products with shortened ingredient lists and an emergence of protein-forward products. So that'll be featuring ingredients like mushrooms, walnuts and legumes, and that's as alternative to complex meat options. Okay, so on to travel news. And there has been an increase in high-frequency travellers who have taken 5 or more holidays in the last 12 months. 7.2% increase in travellers taking at least one day holiday lasting 5 days or longer. One-trip wonders, or one-time wonders, are losing steam, and these are the travellers that have only taken one holiday in the past 12 months. So they've dropped by about 10%. It's important to not assume that a visitor who stayed with you recently, to assume that they wouldn't plan a quick return trip back. A lot of people are looking for sort of rest and relaxation, and the promise of enjoying that on a consistent basis really is an enticing one. So looking at leisure travel, the most popular leisure travel holiday types for 2024 include beach vacations, cultural exploration trips, skiing and snowboarding getaways, and wildlife and nature tours. Slow travel and conscious destinations are gaining popularity. So slow travel, it's all about immersive, mindful experiences and creating deeper connections with local cultures. Now, 67% of travellers would be persuaded to book a stay if credits for resorts amenities like dining were included. And 85% of travellers would book if there was a price drop guarantee offered. So in 2024, we can expect more eco-lodges, more farm-to-table dining experiences, and more community-based tourism initiatives. Leisure travellers have reported that pool or other water amenities are their most favourite and the most important to them, and that's followed closely by free parking. All-inclusive travel revenue is expected to show an annual growth rate of 3.78%, and that results in a projected market volume of $326 billion by 2027. Expect to see more luxury all-inclusive resorts with private villas, butler service and Michelin star chefs. All-inclusive resorts are starting to offer premium amenities, gourmet dining and more personalised service. In the first half of 2023, group bookings at Hilton all-inclusive resorts increased by double digits. All-inclusive packages in general are becoming more customisable so that they cater to individual preferences and interests. And personalised packages allow travellers to choose their preferred activities, dining experiences and excursions. And this is an interesting one, the multi-destination all-inclusive packaging. And this expands beyond single resorts, combining stays at different resorts to offer a more diverse and enriching travel experience. So group tours and packages will cater to the diverse interests and abilities of multi-generational travellers, with activities and experiences being designed for all ages. Now, hotels are actually being designed today with a more significant consideration for this market, with larger villas making up a greater proportion of total inventory. So group travel is becoming more purpose-driven, with travellers seeking shared experiences that contribute to a good cause. So we're talking volunteer trips, eco-tours and cultural immersion, experiences that combine travel with social impact and personal growth. So there will be a greater demand for group itinerary management tools and apps that can facilitate communication and coordination amongst group members. Now, travellers are increasingly interested in visiting locations that they have seen on screens, such as movies or TV shows, and this trend known as set jetting is expected to become more prevalent in 2024 and in the future. Local guides are increasingly becoming more sought after for their insider knowledge and ability to share stories. We'll see more tours led by local experts, so showcasing hidden gems and also providing insights into local customs and traditions. So travellers are venturing beyond traditional tourist hotspots to discover lesser-known cultural treasures. So we're going to see an increased interest in remote villages, indigenous communities, and cultures that offer a unique perspective. So some of the most popular Airbnb experiences, for example, that you can take inspiration from include things like shucking oysters, sailing, designing dresses, exploring the mountains by camelback, cooking with fresh ingredients. And Airbnb is also offering its customers virtual experiences like chocolate making tutorials and dance parties. So this is a nice way of getting people sort of like to attract them from the digital world that you can then transform into experiences in the physical one. So food is becoming a central element of cultural exploration, with travellers seeking authentic culinary experiences. Now, 70% of luxury travel advisors at Virtuoso have seen an increase in culinary travel, with 20% of clients booking trips with food and wine as the focus. So culinary-focused travel will be less and less about white tablecloths and awards and more about connecting with people and the culture and the destination. So travellers will be seeking hyper-local culinary experiences that showcase the freshest seasonal ingredients and ones that connect them directly with local farmers and producers. There'll be more food-themed tours, cooking lessons with local chefs, and immersive dining experiences that showcase regional cuisine. So the adventure tour and safari segment accounts for over a third of the world's luxury travel market, and that's closely followed by customised and private holidays. Now, 52% of Gen Z will prioritise exploration and adventure in 2024, and they'll be carving out more budget for these experiences than any other generation. Underwater safaris are becoming increasingly popular as they offer a unique guided interpretation of ocean life and showcase the value of the marine environment and support its conservation. And then from the seas to the sky to space, the Polaris Dawn voyage aims to set a new record for the highest Earth orbit flown, but it represents a more ambitious era for citizen-led space travel and tourism. So that mission is due to launch at the end of 2024. Looking at what people want in wellness, rest and recharging are the top reasons why travellers travel in 2020. They're one of the top reasons they'll be travelling in 2024. They'll also seek wellness trips that promote health and mindfulness. Now, Gen Z is really intentional about winding down and making choices that impact their sleep for better rest and rejuvenation. Wellness journeys are moving beyond the spa and into the wild, with activities like wild swimming, desert camping, and meditation hiking gaining popularity. And businesses are considering group packages with team building and wellness experiences built in that provide balance and relaxations for their teams. Looking at business travel, event professionals expect internal meetings to see the most robust growth of all meeting types, with 84% predicting more attendees next year. 67% predict meeting spending to increase in 2024, and 77% of the attendee numbers have returned to 2019 levels or will do so in 2024. So in-person dinners are doing very well as businesses look to travel around the globe for event locations. And, there's an interesting development from Hilton who, they've built their companies on business and corporate group bookings. So I'm really interested in their expansion into all-inclusive resorts. They've said that they're seeing more willingness by organisers of professional events to hold gatherings at resorts. So business all-inclusive packages could be a smart strategy in 2024. So we also have blended trips, and there's been a significant change in how, when and where people work since the pandemic. So consequently, blended leisure and business travel stays are getting longer, and a secondary market for meetings and events has emerged. And more than a third of Gen Z and millennial business travellers plan to extend their business trips to enjoy more leisure time before or after their work obligations. And 24% of global business travellers plan to take a friend or family member on a business trip next year. So we'll have a look at the key takeaways then for 2024. So with the dominance and growth of online sales, make sure your digital customer experience is up to expectation. Each step of your buyer's journey should be mapped and optimized to provide the best possible experience. Look at charging booking fees to reduce no-shows for dinner. Focus on offering value-driven experiences to customers. Explore ways in which you can make your venue more accessible and inclusive. And embrace customer service automation through AI. This will assist with FAQs, out of hours, and customers that would like to do self-service customer care. So make sure that you update your brand guidelines to reflect the usage and messaging. And be transparent about your costs and personalised offerings. So, for example, you could create personalised packages around your rooms. So, for example, would you prefer a shower or a bath, city or sea view? And by combining these combinations, it allows your customers to effectively choose their own adventure. So this strengthens brand engagement and it allows you to maximise revenue. Make sure that you're providing customer support through messaging channels like Facebook, WeChat, and WhatsApp. Audit your customer base and first-party data so that you can create granular campaigns to address different audience segments. And this will help you create tailored experiences for each group. Now, review channels are now part of the awareness stage of the customer journey, so make sure that your reviews are authentic and show customers that you care by replying to all reviews, good or bad. Customer loyalty is getting more exclusive, so consider a premium loyalty scheme to create a new revenue stream and maximise customer lifetime value. Learn more about the impact of AI and how you can use it effectively in your business. Audit your day parts to identify new patterns for breakfast, coffee, early dining, and late night takeaway. And focus on grab-and-go breakfast options for weekdays and brunch at weekends. Upgrade your brunch with themed events to drive excitement and repeat bookings amongst novelty seekers. So customers want bold global flavours, nostalgic classics, and complex heat. Create purpose-driven travel packages for multi-generational families and groups. Work with local experts to curate unique experiences for your guests. And explore farm-to-table collaborations. Support guests who want to invest in their sleep with unique drinks, playlists, and pillow sprays. And when it comes to business travel, focus on extended and +1 trips and consider offering all-inclusive packages to businesses who want to benefit from team building and recharging in a stress-free environment. So if you do have any questions, please do leave me a comment and I will get back to you as soon as possible. If you do need any market research, market audits, or a marketing strategy, please visit my website, dgconsulting.uk. Thanks so much for watching and best of luck to you in 2024.